Khloe Kardashian is determined to support Scott Disick, even though Kourtney has moved on. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloe Kardashian and Scott Disick have been at the center of rumors for years, with fans often questioning if their close bond is just for TV drama or something deeper. While some viewers suspect their playful dynamic is staged, those in their inner circle insist their friendship is the real deal, a connection built over 2 decades of shared history, loyalty, and family ties. Despite Kourtney Kardashian's complicated feelings about their relationship, Khloe has made it clear she has no plans to cut Scott out of her life, even as her sister moves forward with her new husband, Travis Barker. The story of Khloe and Scott's unbreakable bond is one of brotherly love, fierce protection, and a friendship that's weathered countless storms. Their relationship traces back to the early 2000s, when Scott began dating Kourtney. At the time, Khloe was in her early 20s, and Scott quickly became a fixture in the Kardashian family. Over the years, he evolved from Kourtney's boyfriend to a brother-like figure for Khloe, standing by her through some of her most painful moments. When Khloe's marriage to Lamar Odom crumbled amid his struggles with addiction, Scott was there to listen, advise, and distract her with his signature humor. Years later, when Tristan Thompson's repeated infidelities shattered Khloe's trust, Scott again stepped in as her rock. He'd show up at her house with her favorite snacks, make her laugh when she wanted to cry, and remind her she deserved better, a source close to the family shares. Scott's loyalty to Khloe isn't performative. He's seen her at her lowest and never judged her, he just showed up. This unwavering support is why Khloe refuses to distance herself from Scott, even as Kourtney navigates her new life with Travis. Though Kourtney and Scott split nearly a decade ago, their shared children, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, keep them forever linked. However, Kourtney's discomfort with Scott and Khloe's closeness has created tension. Kourtney worries they gossip about her, especially since Khloe chose Scott as her first podcast guest instead of her sisters, the source explains. But Khloe insists their conversations aren't about Kourtney. She sees Scott as family, separate from her sister, and doesn't think she should have to justify their friendship. The public got a raw glimpse into their dynamic during the premiere episode of Khloe's podcast, Khloe in Wonderland, in January 2024. Fans flooded the comments with questions, many asking if the pair had ever crossed the line from friends to something more. Scott, never one to shy away from sarcasm, leaned into the rumors with his usual cheeky humor. When Khloe revealed listeners were desperate to know if they'd ever hooked up, Scott jokingly shouted, "F.K. yeah." Before bursting into laughter, Khloe quickly shut down the bit, rolling her eyes and clarifying, "No, we haven't, and it's insane people even think that." Scott then turned serious, admitting the speculation felt psychotic, given his history with Kourtney. "We're not soulmates. I have kids with her sister. Come on," he said, while Khloe added, "If we were together, we'd get destroyed for it. The whole idea is gross." The duo also touched on how even Scott's late parents, Bonnie and Jeffrey Disick, were roped into the rumors. Scott recalled his father once asking if he'd gotten Khloe pregnant. "I'd just say, yep, Dad, sure did, just to mess with him," Scott chuckled. Khloe interjected, "But just to be clear, no, he never got me pregnant. Ever." Their ease with poking fun at the gossip highlights how unbothered they are by the noise, a stark contrast to Kourtney's reported unease. For Khloe, the podcast was a chance to showcase their authentic rapport. "Fans kept asking for Scott," she said. "They wanted us to talk openly, and we did. But behind the laughs, there's a deeper layer to their bond." Scott has been a rare constant in Khloe's whirlwind life, a friend who doesn't care about fame or drama. He's seen the real her, not Khloe Kardashian, the source says. When Tristan's cheating scandals went viral, Scott was the one telling her, "You're a goddess, don't let this break you." That meant more to her than any PR statement. Kourtney, meanwhile, has embraced a quieter, more private life with Travis Barker since their 2022 wedding. The couple welcomed their son, Rocky 13, in late 2023, and sources say Kourtney is focused on blending their families while nurturing her wellness brand, Koosh. Still, Her history with Scott lingers. She's happy with Travis, but it's hard to watch Scott and Khloe act like siblings when she's the one who shared kids and a decade with him, the insider notes. It's not jealousy, it's more about boundaries. Kourtney wishes Khloe would prioritize her feelings over Scott's. Khloe, however, argues that family shouldn't be conditional. Scott's been there for me through everything. Why should I drop him because he and Kourtney didn't work out? She's reportedly said. This stance has led to occasional clashes, with Khloe growing defensive when questioned about her loyalty to Scott. She feels like she's being asked to choose between her sister and someone she considers a brother, and that's not fair, the source adds. Public opinion remains divided. Some fans applaud Khloe for standing by Scott, especially as he's faced his own struggles with loss and addiction. Others sympathize with Kourtney, arguing that exes should be kept at a distance once new partners enter the picture. The debate has only fueled interest in the trio's dynamic, making it a recurring storyline on the Kardashians' reality series. What's clear is that Khloe and Scott's friendship transcends typical labels. They're not lovers, not just in-laws, and certainly not strangers. They're two people who've grown up together, survived public humiliations, and chosen to remain family despite the odds. In a world where relationships are often fleeting, their bond, flawed, complicated, and unapologetically real, resonates because it feels human. Whether it's Scott teasing Khloe about her dating life or Khloe defending him during his darkest days, their connection is a testament to the idea that family isn't always about blood, it's about who stays. As for the future, Khloe shows no signs of stepping back from her friendship with Scott. If anything, the podcast episode proved they're leaning into the chaos, laughing all the way. And while Kourtney may never fully understand it, Khloe's message is clear: some bonds are worth keeping, no matter what the tabloids, or your sister, might say. Meanwhile, Khloe Kardashian is stepping back into the spotlight after her sister Kim expressed concern that she wasn't fully embracing life. Khloe is supporting her friend Lauren Sanchez's new book and has been encouraged by Kim to get out more instead of staying home. Khloe has always been there for the women in her life, and she received gratitude from Lauren for attending the launch of her book, The Fly Who Flew to Space. Now, Khloe is enjoying the outdoors more than ever. While she often spends time at home with her children, Tatum and True Thompson, as well as her brother Rob's daughter, Dream, turning 40, inspired her to venture out. She kicked off this new chapter by attending a beautiful Indian wedding with Kim. Recently, Khloe was accompanied by Kim and their mother, Kris Jenner, at Lauren's book event, which took place in a stunning outdoor setting surrounded by trees. In the previous season of The Kardashians, Kim had expressed her worries that Khloe was not living her life to the fullest and encouraged her to get out more instead of staying cooped up at home. Despite Khloe's assurances that she was content, Kim persisted, telling her, "Get out and live your life or stay miserable." Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.